The call to the cosmos. The following morning, the sun rose not with its usual gentle warmth, but with an almost aggressive brilliance, casting long, sharp shadows across the familiar landscape. Anansi, already awake, felt the lingering hum from the previous night's celestial display, a vibration that resonated deep within his very being. He felt different, stronger perhaps, but also burdened by a weight he couldn't quite define. It was a feeling of responsibility, of an impending destiny that pressed down upon him with the weight of 1,000 stars. As he went about his daily routine, tending to his crops and preparing for the hunt, he felt a subtle shift in the world around him. The air seemed to shimmer, the colors more vibrant, the sounds sharper. It was as if the very fabric of reality had been subtly altered, tuned to a higher frequency, a frequency only he seemed to perceive. Then they arrived, not with fanfare or trumpets, but with a silent, almost ethereal grace. 3 figures materialized before him, seemingly emerging from the shimmering heat haze rising from the parched earth. They were tall and slender, their skin a luminous silver that seemed to absorb and reflect the light of the sun. Their eyes, large and obsidian black, held an ancient wisdom that dwarfed the knowledge of all Anansi had ever encountered. They wore flowing robes of a deep indigo, embroidered with constellations that mirrored the patterns he had seen in the sky. Fear, a primal instinct, flickered in Anansi's heart, but it was quickly replaced by a strange sense of calm, a quiet acceptance. These beings, he knew instinctively, were not here to harm him. The tallest of the 3 stepped forward, its voice a melodious chime that resonated within Anansi's mind, bypassing his ears entirely. Anansi, son of the Dogon, chosen of the cosmos, it spoke, its words forming directly in his thoughts. "We have been watching you." Anansi swallowed, his throat suddenly dry. He understood the words, but their meaning seemed to stretch beyond the capacity of his comprehension. Chosen of the cosmos? It felt like a weight, a burden, yet also an incredible honor. The prophecy, the being continued, its voice weaving through his consciousness like a gentle river, foretold your ascension. You are the bridge, Anansi, between the old ways and the new. You are the balance, the key to maintaining the harmony of the cosmos. The other 2 beings remained silent, their obsidian eyes fixed on him with an intensity that made him feel both vulnerable and empowered. He felt a strange pull, a yearning to understand, to know what this meant. The prophecy speaks of a great darkness, the lead being continued, its voice laced with a hint of urgency. A looming shadow that threatens to consume the galaxy. Only you, Anansi, possess the power to stand against it. Anansi, despite his humble beginnings as a farmer, felt a surge of resolve. He may not understand the full extent of his destiny, but he knew he was ready. His love for his family, his village, his land, fueled a courage he never knew he possessed. The being gestured, and a breathtaking panorama unfolded before him. The scene shifted, as if he were looking through a lens that penetrated the very fabric of space and time. He saw a breathtaking galaxy, a swirling tapestry of stars, nebulae, and planets of unimaginable beauty and terror. He saw worlds teeming with life, civilizations that stretched back eons, technological marvels that dwarfed human understanding. But amongst this celestial wonder, he saw the darkness. It was a void, a chilling absence of light, a creeping black tendril that snaked its way across the galaxies, consuming star systems, swallowing civilizations whole. It radiated an aura of utter annihilation, of cosmic despair. Fear this time was a potent force, a cold dread that seeped into his bones. The scale of the threat was overwhelming, far beyond anything he could have ever imagined. It was a threat that transcended the boundaries of his village, his planet, even his comprehension of reality. It threatened the entire cosmos. "This is what you face, Anansi," the being stated, its voice now a somber tone. "This is the darkness that seeks to extinguish the light of the universe." The vision shifted, showing him glimpses of the galactic pantheon, a collection of beings, powerful and ancient, who represented the different constellations, the very fabric of the cosmos. Some were benevolent, radiating warmth and light. Others were brooding, their aura filled with suspicion and caution, wary of the changes that Anansi's ascension would inevitably bring. They were a council of gods, divided and yet bound by a shared responsibility for the balance of the cosmos. The beings explained the intricate web of alliances and rivalries, of ancient prophecies and forgotten wars. They revealed the long history of the cosmos, of cycles of creation and destruction, of gods who rose and fell, of civilizations that flourished and crumbled. Anansi learned of the celestial mechanics that governed the universe, the delicate balance of energies, the cosmic forces that shaped reality. He learned of the ancient magic that pulsed through the cosmos, a raw power that could both create and destroy on a scale that dwarfed even the most powerful human weaponry. He learned of the responsibility that rested upon his shoulders, the burden of being the chosen one, the pivotal figure whose actions could determine the fate of countless worlds. The being gestured again, and the vision faded, leaving Anansi standing on the familiar parched earth, the sun beating down on him with renewed intensity. The three celestial beings remained, their obsidian eyes still fixed on him, waiting. "The journey ahead is arduous, Anansi," the lead being said, its voice echoing in his mind. "You will face challenges beyond your wildest imaginings. You will be tested, both physically and spiritually. But we believe in you. The cosmos believes in you." Anansi, though shaken by the enormity of what he had witnessed, felt a growing sense of purpose, of destiny. He was just a farmer, a hunter, a father, but he was also something more, something far greater than he could have ever dreamed. He was the chosen one. He was the hope of the cosmos. He was ready. The call to the cosmos had been heard, and Anansi, the humble farmer from the Dogon tribe, was ready to answer. The weight of the universe rested on his shoulders, but he stood tall, his heart filled with a mixture of fear, determination, and an unwavering love for all that he held dear. The journey had begun,